What's up guys, I'm Chirag and welcome to part 6 of the tutorial series on Python basics tutorial. In this tutorial, I will take you through the logical operators along with the if statement. So logical operators can be used to connect two or more condition or expression, right? So here we have three logical operators, that is AND, OR, NOT. Correct. So now this AND operator or the AND condition will be true when both the condition evaluate to true on each side of the AND operator. Now similarly, while we use OR operator and this operator will be true when any of the condition on each side will be true, right? And finally we have NOT. Now this condition will be evaluated to true when a condition or expression is basically false. So let's have a look at these operators and how we can use it using some example. So here I will define three variables. I will say raining equal to true, then I will say cloudy equal to true, and I will say stormy equal to true, right? So now let's go ahead and define a condition. So if it is raining or it is cloudy outside, then take an umbrella, right? So if it is raining outside or it is cloudy, then you should take umbrella while going out. So here raining is true, cloudy is true, so this condition will be evaluated to true and it will print take an umbrella. So let's go ahead and run this. So as you can see, we have an outcome saying take an umbrella. Now for example, if I say cloud equal to false, right, and now if I run this, then again it's going to say take an umbrella because this condition is evaluated to true. So what it says, either raining can be true or cloudy can be true, then the overall condition is true, right? And by definition we say that any of the condition should be true on either side of the operator. So that's OR. Now let me change this to true, or maybe let it be false. Now let's say if it is raining and cloudy, then I will say print maybe same statement, right? And let me comment this. Now let's run this. So as you can see, we don't have any outcome, right? Because raining is true but cloud is false. So that's where within AND operator both the condition should be true, right? So raining should also be true and cloudy should also be true, and then the overall condition will become true. Now let's change cloudy to true, or maybe let it be false, and let's also uncomment this. So we will say for differentiation 1, 2, right? So let's run this. Now as you can see, we have only one print statement, that is one take an umbrella, because here we have OR operator and it didn't printed the line number 15 because we have AND operator on line number 14 and this condition is false and this condition is true basically, right? Now let me change this to true. Now let's say if raining and stormy, then don't go out, and let's comment this. So it says don't go out, right? Because both of the condition is true. Raining is also true and storm is also true. So it says don't go out. Now coming to the NOT operator. Now let me define stormy as false. And now if I say if not Stormy, then print you can go out. Now let's run this. As you can see, we have a print statement and that condition is true, right? Because Stormy is false, right? And as I mentioned, it takes the complement. So if Stormy will be true, then this condition will be false. So basically, if it is false, then this condition on line number 17 will become true, right? So that's not basically. Now moving along, let me comment this. Now what if we want to combine multiple expression and compare those expressions? So how I can do that? Let's see. So I will say if, let me copy this, not Stormy, and it should be either raining or cloudy. Then I will say take an umbrella. Now let's run this. So our condition is true. So let's go ahead and have a look. So here what we are saying is if not Stormy. So within parenthesis it's a single expression. Now here we have another parenthesis. So that's the another expression, right? So here we are saying if not Stormy, that Stormy is false. It means this condition is true and this expression. So either it could be raining or it could be cloudy, then take an umbrella, right? So that's how you can combine multiple expression using parenthesis. It's not like you can only mention two, you can go ahead and mention and go on, right? Something like this. So you can combine this multiple expression using this logical operators, right? Now let's also take an example of some numerical values. So I'll say x comma y comma z equal to, I'll say 3 comma 7 comma 10, right? Now I'll say if my first expression, that should be x should be greater than z or y should be less than z. Now any of this condition is true, then this overall expression is true. And I'll say z should be greater than x and z should be greater than y. Then I will print something, maybe it's true. Now let's run this. So we have an outcome, it says it's true. It's because this condition is overall true, right? So what we are doing here is, let's see. Now within our first expression, either x should be greater than z, then the overall condition is true, or y should be less than z, then the overall condition should be true, right? Now x greater than z, this is false basically because x is 3 and z is 10, or y should be less than z. Now this condition is true, it's because y is 7 and z is 10. So this overall expression becomes true. And then we have AND operator, and within this another expression, x should be greater than z and z should be greater than y. Now when both this condition evaluates to true, then the overall expression becomes true. If any of this evaluates to false, then this overall expression will become false, right? So now this is true, this first expression, and the second expression is also true, and now that's the reason the overall condition is true, right? And then we have the print statement. So well, this is how you can use logical operators with an if statement, right? So that's all I wanted to cover in this tutorial. And as usual, if you want me to do tutorial on any use case or service, then please leave them below and I will try my best to come up with the tutorial as soon as possible. And if you have any queries or comments, then again please leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.